What's up, guys? Welcome back. And this was supposed to be a Sigeli 213 Fuchai video. It was DOA, so the guy I bought it from let me switch it to a Reuleaux RX75 instead, which was good because that's about the time that video came out condemning the 213, so this ended up working out much, much better. Now, what do I like about this, besides the obvious fact that that recessed tank, it looks small, and it is small. That's the Pico. I mean, obviously it's going to be bigger than the fucking Pico, but pretty small. Now the tank they give you with it, it's the Amore Mini. It supposedly holds 2 mils of juice. It looks like it holds a wee bit more, but I didn't put it in any kind of syringe to find out. But it's 2 mils of juice, which you're going to go through pretty fast because you're going to want to run this coil at higher wattage to get better flavor. It's fine. I'll go into all the specifics after I'm done telling you what I like and dislike about this. So, I changed the front. They give you a flat metal front. You can switch it. They give you a plastic front instead. I like being able to see what's going on down there. So I switched that. You're going to need a little eyeglass Phillips head screwdriver to get that. So I have a pack just because I'm used to dumb shit like this. So it does. I like it has a little locking button. You know, if you don't want to fire, which is good. You can shove it in your pocket without fear of it fucking going off. You know, I like the look of it. I like the Tiffany. You know, I like those little Tiffany lines. Looks nice. Feels really good in your hand. Nice, the right size. It's a great travel mod. I thought the coil sucked. I had to go, I was putting it at like, it goes 20 to 75 on these 0.2 coils that they give you with the Armor Mini. It was me. It wasn't the tank. I started putting it at 48 or above, preferably 50 to 55. I got great clouds, great vapor. And the flavor's pretty good. I'm using I got that Humble E-Juice, the American Dream. It's an 80-20 in the tank right now. And that juice review will be coming. I got I got a bunch of shit I got to review, but I got to space it out a little bit, guys. You know. What didn't I like about this? What I didn't like is something that's going to piss a lot of people off if you get one like this. I'm not returning mine because I am not a temperature control guy. So, my Elissimo, I have this. This is a nickel coil. So, I hit it. Very little smoke comes out of it. It stops right away. That's at 550 degrees. That's why I like the Elissimo. It's been the most accurate, best fucking mod I've ever had. Whatever they put in that thing works beautifully. So now I'm going to change this to nickel mode and show you. Watch, it probably won't do it now. I'll put it up to 550. See, now it's not even. Oh, is this a new coil? Yes, it is. See, that's nickel. That's not supposed to happen. I put titanium on. I put stainless, which it didn't even barely want to run the stainless. So my temperature control on this is fucked. Now, if I was a temperature control guy, I would return this and get a new one that works because I've seen them work online. Guys have done the tests, and it looks like it works just fine. Mine does not work. Mine's fucked up. So, I got a fucked up one. Am I sad about that? Kinda. Am I going to vape temperature control? I never do. I keep temperature control coils, different ones, stainless, nickel, titanium around, just for this shit. So, it's not like a major bummer for me. But, if you buy one, definitely check it out while you get it in the first couple of days to make sure that if you're going to vape temperature control at some point that it does work, because mine is completely fucked. But that does not make me sad, because I vape only temperature on this, so. So major bummer for some, not for me because I'm not temperature control. I checked the temperature control for you guys. So just know you can get one that is completely fucked, and mine is completely fucked. So now, let's break this thing down. So I told you everything. You know, everything I liked about this thing until I got to temperature point. Besides that, Battery life has been decent. Vape experience has been decent. You're not going to want to put anything above a 22 millimeter tank on this thing. I put a Cleto on it. I put the E-Leaf Delici. I put all my 22 mil fucking tanks. Not the only problem you will have. This tank has bottom airflow, so with the ring on it, you'll be fine. You know, you'll have plenty of airflow. If you have like the Cleto or you have something where it's two sides, you're gonna have to position this just right to get your airflows out. Otherwise, you're gonna have constricted airflow. That's the one drawback to any recessed tank. So those are my two bummers. So besides that, because then you'll leave the tank. The reason I say that is if you're, say you were spinning on a Cleto, it's going to be loose when you try to line up your airflows. Some people don't like that. I like my tank a little tight. So, and, you know, now we're going to go into what's in the fucking box. Now that I've wasted enough of your time. So, what's in the box? I did check. First thing I did as soon as I got it, I had scratch and sniff. I went online and I checked my numbers. It is a real Wismec RX75 Reuleaux. So these nice little boxes. What are you getting in this nice little box? What you're getting is they give you an extra coil, which I will show you in a minute. I took that out so I don't lose it. They gave you two tips. One black, one clear. I did lose my black one because my kitchen has a black hole in it. When anything falls on the floor, it is just gone. They give you your tank instructions. Get the fuck out of here. They give you the, please be careful not to use batteries with torn casings as it is a safety hazard. And you would be correct. They give you the actual Wismec instruction book. They give you extra screws for that side plate, so in case you're switching out your front cover, you have extra screws. And what was in there was the extra battery cover, which I will show you in a second. And they give you this lovely box. Why do they give you this lovely box? Because they give you a USB cable. That was the empty casing for the atomizer. They give you this. It is firmware upgradable, so you will need that. And as usual, charge your fucking batteries on a separate device. Don't be a lazy bitch and charge them inside the thing. They all recommend that for a reason. So here's your extra cover if you wanted to. You don't need... Oh, I had it backwards. You don't need this. That's a clear plastic case that I put on. They give you the solid metal one if you want. I don't like the solid metal one. I like being able to see, like I said, what the fuck is going on. Battery. It has sturdy-ass magnets on it. You know, single 18650. It could be a little better, but it is very tight, and I don't think that's coming off in your pocket. So it is a spring-loaded 510, so you shouldn't have a problem with that. You have your locking mechanism up here, because this is a squeeze device. You have your lock up here. You lock that. No squeezing. So put that in your pocket with no fear. And it runs. If you want to change your modes. Alright guys, so I had to go to the iPhone camera because it's the only one that'll actually let you see the power, wattage, all the mode functions. Otherwise it would be a light blue blur. So here I'm going to show you. You want to power it off. 5 clicks. 5 clicks back on. So you want to lock your screen, or you want to lock your device, so you can't change your modes. Hold the plus or minus button. You'll still be able to vape, but you won't be able to change any settings. But with the cover on, you shouldn't need to worry about that. Unlocked. So you want to run in stealthy mode. You got to hit your negative and your power. Stealth on. So now when you vape, nothing. You'll be able to vape. The only time you'll be able to see is if you try to change your screen. So you do have the option of stealthy mode, stealthy mode. So try to keep this short and sweet. So you want to change your any of your modes. 3 clicks. Your negative button up there will run you through what you can do in each mode. Your plus button will run you through the actual modes itself. So if you're in nickel mode, you want to change your wattage. Hit that negative button, it'll bring you down to, if you want to vape it at a lower wattage, have a slower ramp up time. You want to lock in your atomizer, same shite. You can lock it in, it won't change. You can change your time to PCB, puff, and you know, time. I just leave it on time. It's kind of like one of those features that, you know, titanium, you're not going to use that much. Stainless steel, your TCR 1 mode, which you only get one, and back to your power. So your power, you're only changing, you know, the time to PUF to TCR, PCB, or whatever you want. Then when you're done with the modes, and that is the quick version of it, guys, and I will cut this into the video. Thanks. Oh, and also if you want to see what firmware you're running, I shut it off first. It just works better. It doesn't do it if it's on already. 20 clicks on the power button, it'll tell you what version of firmware in case you want to update, or upgrade, same shit. Alright, guys. Now, we run you through the lists. So, oh, you can get this in Tiffany, black, white, and red. So, when you open it up, yours would be that color inside. Same thing on your battery panel. That would be the complete color of whatever you choose. So, got your safety lock. The voltage range, the VW and bypass range is 1 to 75 watts. The temperature control resistance is 0.5 to 1.5 ohms. The variable wattage and bypass resistance is 0.1 to 3.5. The temperature in Celsius is 1 to 315 and 2 to 6 in Fahrenheit. 200 to 600, not 2 to 6. So you got the safety lock. The OLED display, very nice on this thing. The magnetic battery cover is good. It's upgradable firmware. You have dual circuit protection and reverse polarity protection. And it measures at a whopping 3 3/8 long by 2 inches wide and 7/8 thick. So, not too big. You know, it's pretty small. I mean, to me, it's pretty small mod for what it's doing. But, you know, like I said, not as small as the Pico, but you're also getting a much nicer mod. So, now, the tank. Let me grab that fucking tank. This thing's pretty easy. Don't squeeze the top too hard. It's a top fill. Pop that shit right off. You fill it in between the glass. That's where you'd fill it. This thing would pop. I'm not taking this apart. I got juice in it. Sorry, guys. And like I said, I'm super late to the fucking game. When I'm ahead, I'll go a little bit more in depth. This bottom O-ring. Just twist it. Open, closed. Same as like a Joytech. You know, 510 thread. You have your 2 O-rings here. You would have to wiggle that tank out. Pop it out. You would have then, which would be at the base of this, is your coil. Now, and the tips are interchangeable, so you're not stuck with the 2 tips they give you in the box. So you can pop that bitch off. You can put another tip in there. Standard tip size. Hold on, let me get all this shit back together. I want to vape it a couple times before we get the fuck out of here. So overall, nice mod. The coil is a 0.2 Canthal. They have a titanium, they have a nickel, and a stainless. You can buy separate. You know, a decent airflow down there. It's got shit. You know, I'll just blur this quick. It does have got a nice screen there for spit back. See that in there? That nice nice coil. Excuse me. That's a sneeze. Okay, that vertical coil, you can see, it has 1, 2 wicking slots. I haven't had a problem with dry hit, so the coil's actually pretty decent. They did a nice job with the coils. Overall, good vaping experience. Just double check yours, you know, just in case you get a bummy like mine. Which mine I'm not sending back. I already sent it back to the guy once. I ain't doing it again because I ain't vaping the temperature control. The O-ring, the lock. Just be careful. Don't slam this on too tight. Your lock ring's not going to want to move. And don't squeeze down your juice, the top. This cap gets tight quick and it becomes a bitch to get off. So you can see I had a almost 3/4 full at the beginning. It does go through your juice fast. It is not a big tank. And you're sucking a lot of power at 50 watts. So now the fact that they give you the tank for an extra $10 in most places with the mod, I would say get it. If you're buying the tank separately, I don't think you need to. You know, it's not that good of a tank, especially they're charging it close to $20 for it on most sites. So, you know, it's your money, do what you want. But I just wouldn't feel the need to buy this tank separately. But it's a decent tank. For the $10, it's a fucking steal. So if you're getting the mod, get the tank. You're better off. And you'll have an extra tank for $10 fucking dollars. Don't be cheap. So that's my overall. That's my review. I'm sorry it went so long. It's hard to keep these things short when you got a mod and a tank, especially one with the shit ton of features that I barely breezed through. So thanks for watching. Thanks for subscribing. I'm out of here. I'm gonna go ride my bicycle.